Hey everybody, Zero Gaming here, and welcome back to another Farming Simulator 22 tutorial. If you've been following along in the series, this is episode number 4. In the last 3 episodes, we covered such things as buying tractors, leasing equipment, how to plow your first field, and how to harvest your first field. Today we're actually going to be covering how to de-stone your field. As you can see, we have the map here open, and all these little yellow dots here are stones that need to be removed from your field. Now this is part of the cultivation process of your field. Let me show you. Let's get out of this. Oh, it's actually nighttime. Now if we get out of our tractor, let's turn on our flashlight here, and we go into this accompany field here. You see here it has in the lower right hand corner a yield bonus of 23%. Now what does this mean? Fields after you harvest them need to be prepared for the next sowing. Now you want to get this number as close to 100% as possible to increase your yield, which in turn increases your money. So how do we do this? We go to our map, and our map will tell you automatically the things that our field needs in order to be 100%. At this point, our field needs lime and it needs the stones removed. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to get in our tractor, wrong tractor, and we are going to go ahead and skip the nighttime here. If you remember in episode 2, I told you how to skip the nighttime. It's pretty dark and rainy. It's pretty typical for October. And we're going to skip forward to November. Don't forget, by sleeping, you are actually skipping in an entire month. Not really skipping, but like when you wake up the next day, it'll be the next month. So let's go ahead and sleep till 8 o'clock. It's going to be November. We have seasonal growth turned off, so that is not a factor in the game. But remember, if you don't have seasonal growth turned off, that is something that you're going to have to pay attention to. Let's go ahead and get in our tractor again. And we're going to go over and get to our store where we can lease equipment, etc., etc. Now sometimes I just like driving on my own rather than using the AI workers. Saves us just a little bit of money. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. And we're almost at our store. We are I'm not too good at avoiding the street signs. Luckily they break off. And we are at our store. Alright, let's go ahead and hit P and open up our menu of fun tools. And down here on the second row, in the attachments, you can see that we have stone pickers. Now the name just says like it is. It said stone pickers. And let's quickly go over what each one of these different sizes do. So we have the Degelman and the Elho. I guess it's called Elho. I guess that's how it's pronounced. I'm not a farmer, so I apologize if I'm saying the word wrong. First one is the Signature 7200, the Rock King 9600, and the Scorpio 550. That's it. Each one of these comes with a different rating of, they're all about the same speed when they're towed, 15, but they cover a different area. This one's 2, this one's 2.4, and this one is the largest at 5.5, which is almost double. As you can see, they also have a capacity. This one is actually 2 meters, and this one is 3.8, and this one is 2.3. Now I just want to open up this medium one real quick so I can show you one of the differences behind the first two and the last one. This one, you will actually have your, when this is attached, your tractor will be on this side and it'll be pulling behind. So this is kind of offset from the tractor itself here, which kind of makes it a little bit weird and difficult to line up straight on the fields, but it's not too bad. This one has a capacity of 2.4, which the capacity means how long you can go before you have to empty it of the stones that it picks up. But for our purposes, we are going to go with the biggest one because we actually have a big field to clear. And we don't need this all the time, so we're just going to lease it. It has a base cost of $1,040, a per workday cost of $520, and then a per work hour of $1,092. And that means per month we are going to lease this for $2,652. We're going to hit yes, because we're only going to use this for 1 month until it clears the field. And then we're going to go ahead and pick this up at our shop. Now this one pulls directly behind your tractor, which is really nice, and it folds out so that the arms are fully attached and it really covers a great distance. We're going to go ahead and get back to our field. We're going to go the back way, the long way. As you can see, the sun is coming up. It's a beautiful morning for farming. November. It's not too cold and the rain has abated. Abated? I don't think that's the right word. The rain has subsided. I really like this map with the mountains and the scenery and the way it's laid out. I highly encourage you guys to play on this map. Now, a few things while we're driving to our field to note. You can sell stones. They are a commodity that you can sell. On this map, there is not you need to sell the stones at a crusher. This map doesn't have a crusher. You have to build one once you get some money. But I found that on the other two maps where there is a stone crusher, there just is, you don't make enough income to justify driving all the way over there. It's better just to dump the stones, and we are going to go over that portion with you. So we're going to line up our stone picker here, and we are actually going to see what the stone picker looks like when it's picking up stones. I'm on the wrong side here. I want to make sure that my AI doesn't stop, and that side did a little picking up in another episode, but the audio was kind of screwy, so I decided to redo it for you guys so you could really get a good tutorial here. So as you can see, we're lined up. We hit that escape key, and all these little yellow things, they need to be picked up, and this is part of the cultivation process that I was talking about earlier to get your field to 100%. And this is one of the steps that is necessary to accomplish that. So we're going to go ahead and hit that H key, and we are going to get our AI to do its thing and take a look at what this stone picker looks like when it's picking up the rocks. Now you can see in the bottom right hand corner, the capacity is now getting filled. It's at 6 liters, 8 liters, and the stones are now being picked up from the field. Visually, you can see that there's little stones in the plowed sections here, and those will now go away as you clear your field. Now, something to keep in mind, if you use the stone picker and you go back over and you plow your field, then the stones will reappear. So it's very important to note that this step needs to be accomplished after you plow your field, not before. Because if you plow again, then it's going to regurgitate some stones up, and you are going to be in the same situation. So we're going to take a look in our Warrior here and see what this looks like from the back end. You can see there's a little collector container, we'll call it there, where it is actually picking up the stones and depositing them into the reserves. I think this one said it was 5 meters. 5 meter capacity, something like that. I don't know if that's a right 5 meter capacity. That doesn't sound right, but I believe it had a 5 on there. It is actually double what the other ones are and allows you to clear your field much quicker. So as you can see, it's picking up the stones again. We are now at 4%. You can clear a good majority of the field. Stones are not like, when you, in other episodes, I'll show you things like mulching and stuff like that. Stones do not fill up as quickly, so that gives you the ability to kind of almost clear a whole entire field without having to stop with the AI worker. And at the same time, this adds an element of cultivation to the field. As you can see, it's getting much smoother. It's not the rough cloud section any longer. And we are getting filled up. Now we're gonna let our AI go through 1 or 2 more passes with this, and then I will show you how to empty the elhoe. That sounds like a funny word there, elhoe. That'll be our second pass, and as you can see, it really covers a decent amount of land there. So it really doesn't take long. Using the other 2 stone pickers, it's going to take you, 10 to 20 minutes longer because, number one, they don't have as much capacity. You're going to have to empty them much quicker. And number 2, you are going to not have the width to pick up as many stones at once. I really love this Warrior tractor, and those tires is just so aggressive. Now we're on our 3rd pass. You can see we are, maybe after this pass would be maybe at a third of the, quarter of the field will be cleared. And we're still at 10%. So as you can see, the capacity is a lot. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick second and look at our map. And you can see this is actually, the yellow dots here are going away, which means stones are going away, which is just one more step in cultivating our fields for the next sowing. After this, we're going to go over lime, but that'll be a different episode. Lime is one of the cool things, I think, in this game. So I hope you stay tuned for the next episode. Well, we're not done yet. We are gonna keep going here and see how to empty this stone picker after it gets filled. Now, like I said, on this map, if you were to, we don't have a crusher, but if you were on another map and you had a crusher, then emptying it would be the same way as I showed you how to sell the grains. The price is very, very cheap for the stones. I'll show you where to see that. It's in the commodities section. The prices here. You can scroll down and you see there's stones. We have no selling point on this map, but when you play on the other 2 maps, you'll have a selling point here. And you do the same thing. You drive over there, you empty it into the grates, and it'll give you money. But really, it's only pennies on the dollar, so I don't find it that... I guess maybe if you were doing a very, very big field and you really wanted to maximize your funds, then you would go ahead and not waste any dollars. But for me, it's just kind of a hassle. I think it costs more to send the AI driving than it does in profit. So I just kind of skip it. I find a little hidden space to dump the stones, and then I call it a day. Well, let's see how our field is doing. Go back. And we are really making some good progress in clearing this field here. I don't know why the AI workers like to have the main lights off when it's still kind of like dusk in the morning. Dusk? No, it's dawn. That's what it is. I like to always have my full lights on. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get into our other tractor, which I'm able to turn all the lights on, and I'm going to show you what happens if you replow the field after this point. And this is what I was saying to you before. Now if you replow your field, you are going to see what happens. I'm just going to try to do a little section so it's easy to go over. Go ahead and drop our thing, change the side. We're going to hit escape. Now you can see this side is completely cleared of stones here where the cursor is. Now if you decide to replow, well, let me just show you how this re-kicks up the stones. So here we go, we're plowing again, we're plowing again. We'll go the whole way. You can see that it is kind of depositing new stones there. And this is pretty realistic because if you're digging up the ground, then obviously you're going to be kicking up more stones. I guess we don't really need to go the whole way. Go ahead and lift our plow. And let's go ahead and hit that escape key. And now you can see that there's red marks here, which actually means we made the stones even worse now. So we'll have to go over that little section there that shows the red stones again, but that's just something to keep in mind while you're clearing your field of stones. Switch back, see how our AI is doing. We're about halfway through here now. We will be at 25% capacity fairly quickly here. And once we get to the other side here, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to empty this stone picker. For the moment, I'm just going to enjoy the morning. Enjoy the clouds, enjoy the scenery. I like how the trees actually change color with the seasons. That's kind of a pretty unique thing about this game. Well, I really don't know of any other games that they really went in depth with this. It makes it a lot of fun. There's a lot of options that you can do. So as you can see, the field is getting, we'll call it cultivated as it picks up the stones. It's not as rough. Go ahead and cancel the AI there. We're going to re-go over this section that we did here before going ahead and depositing our stones. Let's get these red stones. I guess we can have the AI do this too. Yep, there we go. See those red little dots? Those are stones again. Get those picked up. There we go. It's getting cleaned up. Pretty realistic. And we are pretty much done with how we... Okay, so we are clear of stones again. So now I'm going to show you real quick. We're going to go ahead and fold the stone picker. You don't need to fold it. And like I said before, you can either sell these stones or you can, just drop them off. For me, I just pick an abandoned location that I know I'm not going to build on. Because keep in mind, when you do dump these stones, it makes a little pile here that would have to be moved by a front loader if you wanted to build there. But we're going to go ahead and hit that Control I, and the stone lifter picks up, and it dumps out a pile of rocks. As you can see, it makes a little pile there. Let me see if I can scroll out. And then that's it. That's pretty much everything that you need to know about stone picking. Like I said, this is just another one of the elements that you need to do in order to cultivate your field so that you are ready for sowing and you have a 100 or close to a 100% yield bonus. I've not yet gotten a 100% yield bonus, but I'm usually typically over 90. So we're going to keep striving to get to that bonus. And that's pretty much it with the stone picker. So I'm going to go ahead and set the AI again to start so we can finish this up for the next tutorial. The next tutorial will be, let me see where we are here. The next tutorial will be lime. That will be the next step in preparing our field. And actually lime is, like I said before, it's one of my more favorite things to do because it, you know, it's just kind of a unique kind of, the whole game is unique, but the way it spreads and you're going to see, it's pretty awesome. So we're going to go ahead and set our AI again. Check our thing. Yep, we're on the right line here. And we're going to have our AI finish clearing this field. Alright guys, that's everything you need to know about stone picking. I hope that you're following this series and that you're enjoying it and enjoying the things that I'm trying to show you in the time that we're spending together. It's not a labor of love, it's more of a hobby, but I do enjoy bringing you guys quality content. So if you have comments or you feel like liking the video, don't hesitate. You know I enjoy it. I'll respond. And stay tuned for the next episode. See you guys next time.